Hello and welcome in. This is Divination Rainbow. Thank you so much for coming in for today's reading. We're going to be taking a look today into career and money, bringing in some clarity and taking a look at what's shifting in the energy and what breakthrough you have coming. We have three cards here for you to choose from, and you can go ahead and take a look at the imagery, feel the energy of each card, and I would recommend you choose which one resonates with you the most, which one you feel the most drawn to at this time. And if there's more than one, that might just mean that there are multiple messages here for you, and you certainly can watch more than one pile. All right. With that being said, I also would just like to add on when it comes to these money and career finance type readings, if you're also someone who is just deeply purpose driven, this also can be for you as you follow that purpose driven path on your journey. I am your friend here, so I am here for that as well. And I will put the timestamps for these in the description and in the pinned comment. So once you've decided which pile you're going to choose, I will see you over there. All right, welcome into you, pile one. If you chose this breadcrumbs of bliss card, this is your reading for today. And the message is simple. Just go with the flow. You are already doing it right. Abundance is flowing to you. And the quote here with this card is follow your bliss and doors will open for you that you never knew existed. Follow your bliss and the universe will open doors for you where there were only walls. And that quote is from Joseph Campbell. And definitely, this card is carrying the energy of letting you know that you are here with purpose and you are here for a reason. And if you continue to walk forward in your purpose and embrace your gifts and use your talents for good, you will be rewarded in ways that you cannot imagine. It is only your job to do what you know is right and to be stayed in tune with this very heart centered and solar plexus centered energy here where you can really move forward with courage and with purpose and with love. And by doing that, you will continue to be rewarded by the universe with abundance and joy and overwhelming love in return to match what you are giving out. So that really is quite beautiful. And it's just letting you know that you are exactly where you are meant to be in this moment and you are being led to the exact right place. So trust in your destiny and trust in what the universe is sending you and giving you at this time. Truly a beautiful message that I love to see. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look into the energy. We're going to do a little bit of a look into what's going on currently so you'll know for sure whether or not this is resonating with you. And then we'll take a look at the shift that's unfolding in the soon to be so that you'll be able to be prepared to receive this clarity that will lead to this breakthrough. What can we see now in the energy around career, finance, and purpose? What's presently taking place? All right, so you're in a pretty good spot right now. You're in such a good spot that you have quite enough balance to be able to give to others. But it may be in a way that's quite unconventional, and it could be something where you're feeling a need to restore order. Yeah, you may be feeling a need to restore order because you may be overgiving at this time. And it's put you in a place of wondering, like, is this going to be okay financially? Let's get one more here if we can see that. This one flipped up for me. Okay, but you are a strong manifester and you are the type of person who can bring about favorable outcomes. So you're catching yourself here early enough and you're a capable individual who knows how to balance these type of things back out and you know how to manage your abilities in a way to not get trapped in that mindset of lack, right? Which is really important. But you do have a strong manifestation capability. So now let's take a look into what is coming soon for you as the energy is shifting. It's a good thing you know that you may already be giving too much or doing too much and just kind of holding on. Yeah, not doing that anymore, basically. After receiving this caution, being a little bit less of a person who gives and more of a person who holds on to it. And you're still being celebrated. You're still surrounded by your people, you still have tribe, you still have time with friends, but you're also in a situation where you're not worrying so much about finances anymore. You're in a situation where you may be moving forward to something completely new, and you've kind of given up on trying to fix other people's problems. And one more here, please. Oh, well, that's okay. You got rewarded with 2. And we're seeing here that it's something that you have had a little bit of thought about, maybe even to a point of overthinking in a way, but it has put you in a place of now rebuilding. And you're going to soon be rebuilding in a very professionally successful way that's going to bring about a lot of new opportunities that will have growth and abundance opportunity for you. And at the bottom of the deck, we're seeing here that you're being guided at this time to really think about your decisions so that you can make informed choices. If you need to take a step back to be able to think, please do so so that you're not approaching things from a state of being uninformed. All right, and before we close this out, let's go ahead and just pull through any numerology guidance and what types of things we can see here as far as signs and synchronicities. What do we need to see at this time? You're going to be rewarded. Hard work pays off, I just heard, and it's very true. What else do we need to see at this time, please? Yeah. Being ready, staying ready. Having that balance of your thoughts, though, is going to be the challenge at this time. And just knowing that if you really do feel like you've been overgiving or overspending, that that is absolutely a message and a sign and a confirmation that you do need to stay true to yourself and take a step back. Absolutely being in a place where you are able to evolve so that when the time comes, you will have that success because you're going to be given an opportunity here to build something new, and you're going to be given the opportunity here to bring in a lot of abundance. It's going to be really fruitful. Things are going to be blossoming around you. But with that being said, before you can take that new adventure and before you can be in that really super balanced state, you need to remain true to yourself. And part of that is remaining true to what you intuitively already know. So let that be a little bit of a confirmation to you if you were kind of already thinking about that. You can still be a very loving person who flows freely and not someone who overgives, because doing so in a certain situation is not being really kind to oneself, but it also could also in some certain circumstances may not be the most beneficial to the other individual as well. I'm being called to look at the bottom of the deck and oh, there's why. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's all going to flow back to you. You are a truly blessed individual. And when you lead from your heart space and you do things from good intentions and in a truthful and honest way, you will continue to be rewarded. And that's the message for you today, my pile one friends. And with all of that being said, I truly do appreciate your presence here. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Just by being here, you are supporting the channel, so thank you. And if you are going on to watch another pile, extra special thanks. But if not, thank you anyhow. And I will see you in the next one. Until then, please do take good care of yourself. And I'm hearing remain mindful. I'm hearing that for someone. All right. Bye bye for now. Hello and welcome into you, pile two. This is your card, number 7, time for a quantum leap. And it says prepare for a makeover. So definitely big changes and just getting ready to take a jump onto that highest timeline. I love that energy. And I'm really excited to see what comes through for you today. The quote for this card is, I've worked with a lot of really fine actors, both on stage and on screen. The level of their game lifts me up and brings the level of my game up to theirs, always. It's like a constant upgrade. And that's from Gary Sinise. And the energy here is really speaking to being able to just take things to the next level by taking a pause and being able to sense what's changing around you. Being able to really go to that point of using your knowledge and wisdom to be able to use that strength that you have to find opportunities to do things a little bit differently. Take a moment to think about how you could bring more alignment into your life by using your gifts and using the things and the tools that you already have at your disposal to manifest new energy around you because the opportunity is ripe. And I would also say to you that just being present and being able to feel the breeze and feel the winds of change while also still staying grounded is going to be a really great strength for you at this time. Don't get swept up in it, but you are getting ready to be leveled up. Okay, so let's take a look into this energy a little bit further. We're going to first look at your present energy, and we'll really see if this truly resonates for you. You'll know for sure this is for you. And then we'll take a look at this breakthrough and bring about some clarity to see what's coming in next in the soon to be. So, what can we see for the current energy here? Wow, powerful stuff. So you've really been in a place of being probably very admired, maybe admired to a point where it's causing a sense of pressure. Like, is this too much? Are people like overthinking this? Are you maybe even overthinking this? And it's really a time of transformation, being able to find a way to use that energy now, just like we're talking about. And look how the colors synchronize so beautifully to be able to use that energy to take it to the next level. And I'm certain you cannot see it here because of the resolution and the size of the picture the way it is on the card. But I'm going to try to hold it up just in case you can see from here that there is a pair of deer in the lower right corner here. So that's like a sign of being really aware of the environment, moving with grace, but staying mindful and present so that you're not missing out on anything that may be around you. That's a really important message of what is in the present energy. And we got 3 major arcana here. So this is very transformative stuff. I wanted to see just a little bit more about what we can see about your energy at this time. And it's showing us that you're in a state of abundance, but you're being drawn to turn into something new. You're being drawn to be pulled away from something and make a new discovery at this time. The tides are turning, kind of like when you see a storm, and I'm getting that visual imagery of when things start to come up from the ocean that people haven't seen in a super long time, and it's like, where did this come from? And then we're seeing that here, that it's a call to a new beginning, a new action. So let's see what that new action is going to be in the soon to come. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, so it's going to be very fruitful. It's going to be a new beginning filled with a really strong force that brings you to a level of higher stability, that puts you in a place of really I would say, a position of power and leadership. It's something that you're going to be very truly drawn and devoted to in a way that feels very fulfilling, passionately fulfilling, something that you maybe were even dreaming of wanting to happen for you, something that you've been working towards for a while, and something that, once again, with this is a big work for you with that spider, with that web. This is something that you've been methodically working towards for a while, and it may not be going to go the way that you expect. It's probably going to go better than you expect. It's going to have, like, with this little bit of rainbow energy here, a little bit of a magical feeling to it where it's like, wow, this all just really worked out for me, because you're going to be able to really be mindful and go with the flow in that state. And what else do we need to see here? Yeah, perfect. So yeah, and one more fell. So definitely being able to stay ready. Stay ready by being able to think on things and being able to stay in the enlightened state that you've been working towards. All right, because that is coming in for you here. And we do see here that by being able to be very methodical about things, you've taken things step by step, and it's putting you now in a state of being able to receive, being a reliable leader, someone who people are going to see from a place of being very stable, someone who people are going to see in a way of really stepping into your power. All right? That's really beautiful to see. That's really something where you know that you will be able to accomplish this by just being able to continue to stay open to that level up that has already started to unfold and transpire around you. And don't let that devil energy turn into hubris or overactive ego, right? Because that's definitely something to watch out for as well, I would say. That's coming into mind. We got a lot of cards here, more than the first pile, so I'm going to leave this here, but I definitely want to see what signs and synchronicities we can pull through with the numerology. Bravery, watchful bravery, not being afraid to use your gifts, because the transformation is coming and it's going to come in quickly. It's going to be something that you really don't expect. Being able to rely on asking for help when you need it is also going to be important at this time. And I would also say I'm getting a repeating message in my mind of the energy here of knowing that staying in check, keeping your ego in check so that you don't burn any bridges, right? But you're going to be able to make progress. You're going to be able to make progress because of your consistency. And it is, once again, it's going to bring in a very powerful transformation very quickly. If you stay ready, you do not have to get ready. I am definitely feeling that. So, that is the message for you today, my Pile 2 friends. Thank you so much for being here. If you felt drawn to go watch another pile, I certainly say there could be some messages there for you as well. But if this is where you are leaving off today, until the next time, please do take good care of yourself. Bye for now. Hello there, pile 3. If you chose a splendid torch card number 52, then this reading is for you. Thank you so much for being here today, and we're going to go ahead and dive right in. This card carries such a beautiful energy. This is the final card in this deck, and it speaks a lot about being reflective and really being a burning, bright, shining light for others, and that really evokes a sense of passion as well, doesn't it? The quote that goes with this card is, "This is the true joy in life, the being used for a purpose recognized by yourself as a mighty one. I want to be thoroughly used up when I die, for the harder I work, the more I live. I rejoice in life for its own sake. Life is no brief candle for me. It is a sort of splendid torch which I have got hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations. And that quote is from George Bernard Shaw. So I really feel also with this card all of this passionate courage, a lot of strength, a lot of real leadership energy. I am seeing here something that really invokes a deep desire to push forward and persevere. This speaks to someone who has been through cycles, someone who has evolved in ways already beyond what the average person has. They've gone through a journey. And at the end of that journey, they have a moment to reflect before beginning on the next journey. I'm seeing now in my mind getting to the end of a chapter in a book. And before you turn the page to start a whole new chapter, you take a deep breath. Or being in a situation where you're waiting for a sequel of a movie to come out and you're thinking about it like, wow, what's going to happen next? What happened in the first iteration of this series, right? So before you go on your next part of your adventure, taking time to really acknowledge your accomplishments, give yourself a pat on the back for what you've done thus far, and keep yourself feeling very purpose driven because that purpose driven self that you are is a very inspiring light to others. I can see definitely a strong mentorship vibe from this card. You could absolutely already be someone who is a teacher or a leader in a way, which is really beautiful to see. So, thank you for that. We're going to go ahead now and take a look at some breakthrough energy that's going to come in and hopefully bring about some clarity. First, we're going to look at what's going on presently, and that's going to give you a good idea that this is resonating for you. And then we're going to take a look at what's soon to shift in the soon to be. All right. So let's take a look at what is going on in your present energy now. What can we see about your present energy at this time? Yeah, look at that. Synchronicity right off the bat with those beautiful colors. You're really strong and you're not putting up with anything. There's something being shaken up around you right now, maybe even shaking to the core, I'm hearing, but you're not letting that stand in the way of doing the right thing and establishing boundaries where boundaries need to be established. And because of that, you are being celebrated in a way that is creating all kinds of new opportunities, very passionate new opportunities and prospects that are going to be a brand new beginning for you. And I'm feeling like this is something you're really feeling anticipation and excitement around at this time, which is really nice to see. And with that being said, knowing that you're moving into a place where you are feeling like you have more time to kind of kick back and spend time with your people, spend quality time, maybe even pouring back into yourself before you go on this next leg of the journey. So, speaking of, let's go ahead and take a look at what's going to be coming in the soon to be. What can we see and what do we need to see about the soon to be? All right. So, yeah, this new beginning, you're going to be planting your seeds. You're going to be having an aha moment. It's going to strike like that. And you're going to be like, yes, this is how I make it happen. You're going to be getting the information that you need here to be able to really push things through. And you're going to be filled with a lot of hope at this time while you're gathering information. It's going to put you in a place of being able to build something beautiful and something that really slowly takes time and practice and work. Something that is really going to be intricate but deeply rewarding in the end. And it's going to put you in a state where you have to make a decision. You're going to really have to choose how you want to make this happen because it's going to be a slow work. And it may be even a type of slow work where you feel at times like stagnation and you have to be that leader who has that fiery idea and who plants those seeds to kind of keep things going. What else can we see and do we need to see at this time? Don't give up, because it's going to put you in a place of really getting down into the point of having to question, like, how is this going and why? But at the end of that tunnel, you're going to see that there is that opportunity once again where you're having a new path, and you've gone from the ace to the page. So now you're not only having something new, but you're doing it from a more informed place in a more passionate way. And it's really going to level you up. So starting out on this new journey, you're already starting out really strong. And at the bottom of the deck here, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is going to be a really step-by-step type of situation where you're going to have to prove that you are a reliable person. But I feel like you're already a pretty practical and reliable person. And you will also want to just make sure that you're staying really grounded at this time, because there's going to be a bit of a push of hard work here, really intricate craftsmanship type methodology type stuff going on here. I'm hearing building processes. So you might be really starting the framework of something completely new and spearheading that in a way. But at the end, just know that as you take it step by step, you'll prove your reliability, and you are that reliable person already. This is just a new journey for you. And this is just, I'm hearing a quest, a new quest, and you're striking out on it. And I'm really getting that quest vibe here too, because this is like a stable, and it's almost like before you go out, like in a video game or something like that, right? I'm seeing that here for someone. Maybe that's one way that you chill, is you play video games. But anyway, so with all of that information on the table, I'm going to go in now and just get some synchronicities in the numerology and see what guidance we can pull through from that. What signs and synchronicities do we need to see at this time? Letting things go. Yeah, changing your expectations of yourself and not being too hard on yourself as things are unfolding. Yeah, cycles are definitely closing out with all these nines on the table. And knowing that you have a space within, making a place of self-love as well, and being able to really use that space to rely on. And how much of, hello, wow. So yeah, it's something completely new. So just being able to create new patterns, new habits, okay? Because this is something where you're going to have to let go of what you're used to and approach it from a completely new direction. It's going to be a little bit of a change in a way that you're building a new craft, a new skill, but you're going to be able to build it to the point that restores balance for others as well around you. And really, I'm for some reason I'm hearing caring connections, really making connections, keeping your mental space clear and strong, and your focus strong, and just being able to not lose sight of the end goal. And if you start to feel like, where is this going? Stop and ask yourself, what is the goal? What was the goal here, and what am I setting out to accomplish? Because this new beginning for you is something that could lead to, as we're seeing here, a very passionate path where you're going to be getting all different kinds of information and ending up in a place of being someone who is very well practiced at this skill. It just takes time, but all good things take time. Isn't that true? Thank you so much for being here today. I'm so grateful for your presence here and your support of the channel. Just by being here, you are helping the channel. And I really do hope you were able to find some value here in these messages. Until the next one, I hope that you do take good care of yourself. And goodbye for now.